It's a lot.
Goes viral after Meek Mill comes up in this lawsuit, right? You got this lawsuit where this dude is suing P. Diddy and people been going through it. He brought, I believe, a Young Miami name came up in it, like about her cousin.
It seems like Meek Mill isn't backing down from the drama. There's chatter that the feds lost all the evidence they had on Diddy, pulling their last card. Now, Meek Mill's reportedly pushing to put Diddy in front of a judge, demanding he spill the details on what went down. The story's getting crazier, especially after an audio surfaced showing Meek Mill seemingly in distress, shouting Diddy's name. From there, the speculation went wild and people started connecting the dots. It looks like things are getting intense.
Well, he said a Philly rapper. You understand? And it was redacted in the paperwork to that because first of all, it had Meek Mills, it had Stevie J, they had redacted their names, and they had Usher, and they redacted their names and just said a performer of the Super Bowl and a Philly rapper. Everybody kind of knew back in the day that Meek Mills and Puff was a little too friendly. Anytime two rappers or two people in the industry come dressed up alike, and they probably embarrassed for the fact to see that Meek Mills, one of the street guys that came out of there, got caught up in this Hollywood whereas that he's dressing like, the same he dressing like Diddy? My man, you go to a party, dog, and the nigga got the same shirt you got on, I'm taking my shirt off. And then, not to blow Meek Mills up out the water or anything like that, it was said that they checked his Google search and all the other shit. And that shit is crazy, bro. But listen, those are what, it's crazy that money, that lifestyle, and you trying to fit into something get you. These guys never set out to do all this shit. Meek Mills, when he got into the game, he didn't set out to be questioning about his manhood with Diddy.
Let's not blow things out of proportion, though. People have been saying for a while that something's off with Diddy. Even Keith D, who's no stranger to the scene, was reportedly disturbed by what went down at Diddy's parties. It's not exactly new chatter, but now things are heating up in a way that's hard to ignore.
Jada Pinkett and Will Smith, you told me before that you was at a party before that they attended and you said the party was weird. Tell me about that.
Okay, this is boxer. His name Twan, he's from our neighborhood. He was married to Tanisha Arnold. The broad played Pam on Martin Lawrence. We went to the party with her. I mean, it was matter of fact, it was a set it off party. Jada Pinkett, Vivica Fox, all of them was there. You know what I'm saying? It was just seemed like Puff and Tupac was like a couple, seemed like to me. It was just a lot of weird shit going on, you know what I'm saying? The vibes ain't there. I guess that's what Tupac was talking about, the Illuminati and shit. It's like Vivica Fox was with this big gay man. He was 6'9". They called him, his name 6'9". He had the red hair with a big old booty and shit. Nobody was gaying him over. What the fuck is going on here? It's just a lot of weird shit, dude. You know what I'm saying? That shit. That's why I don't know how they fucking fell out or nothing like that. They was road dogs. You know what I'm saying? They even got pictures of him. He got on that blue sweater with the turtleneck. Him and him hugged up like this with the black hat. Have you ever seen that picture? No, I'm not no gay basher or nothing. I mean, none of that shit, but that shit ain't right, you know what I'm saying? That whole party was weirdoed out. Yeah, and it was Jada Pinkett. What?
You saying the whole party was weird. What did you see at the party that made it weird? I mean, I'm confused.
Had the dude that we beat up from Kid Frost's entourage. So my big homie knocked that motherfucker out while the yellow jacket you know, the Yellow Jackets with the event security. They had the dude. So my homie still knocking him out. Boom! So the dude with the Yellow Jacket was talking shit. Man, what the fuck is wrong with my homeboy? Knock out him too. Bam! Like, woo! So the other one like, man, he got back. The little Jamaican dude come up talking shit. Man, are you going crazy? My homeboy sock him too. So we went down to get our car for valet. And it was the dude, it's LBC. And he like, what the fuck is that? And he said, it's Long Beach City Crip. So my homeboy knew this dude was an imposter. If you from Long Beach, you gonna say Rolling 20s or Insane. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You're a real block boy. You know what I'm saying? 19th Street. You gonna say something. A real Crip. So this nigga say he from Long Beach City Crip. My homeboy like, wait a minute. And knocked him out too. So Warren G. them was down there, him and Cedric Sabalas waiting on their cars. Shit, Cedric Sabalas and what's his name was in he was in a ragtop 500 Benz. This motherfucker like jumped off. I mean, he drove up off the motherfucker. He didn't even pay attention to the curve. He jumped off of the curve instead of using the, you know, the driveway. That shit was funny as mother. My homeboy like, damn, he almost bust his whole fucking engine block. Yeah, that shit was funny as a motherfucker. Like, damn.
It's impressive that Meek Mill made it this far without a hit on him. But remember when 50 Cent was one of the first to openly claim Diddy was gay? Now there's a story making the rounds suggesting that Diddy allegedly put a hit out on 50, and he barely survived the attempt. Things seem to have been a lot more serious behind the scenes than we thought.
50 came over my house. He met me at the apartment because, so he asked me, did I have a vest? I said, yeah, I got a bulletproof vest. So I had some extra vests because I used to buy them from officers and stuff like that. And so I gave him a smaller cover for the vest pass that he had. And I had told him that those guys were going to come out and try to get him. And we had the conversation. I'm not going to mention that because I talked about it in my book first, because he was going to do the How to Rob the Industry song out there. They had gave him $5,000. I think he's probably get 10 or 5, but they had gave him some upfront money. So then I told him we good out at Cancun because I had met some guys. So I knew this guy, he was Puerto Rican, but he was working out there with the syndicate. So if I needed something, whatever I needed, they don't know if he's going to make it. I want to know if I'm all right. I'm going to be all right. I said, so what the fuck you need to speak to Chaz for? And what the fuck is you doing in the pool? And I started calling 50 phone. And this girl eventually picked up and I said, yo, tell 50 this Gene. And he said, she said, okay, Gene. I said, is he all right? She said she was going to make it. He going to be all right. I'll tell him you called.
This isn't anything new. Anytime someone speaks out, it feels like Diddy puts a target on their back, with whispers of wanted posters showing up on the streets. No wonder R. Kelly's name was barely ever mentioned before. Staying silent might have been the only way to stay safe.
And then there was the fight between who was the top rapper now, Nas and Jay-Z. And then the next thing you know, Nas has a nervous breakdown and he's taken out of the game and it's all Jay.
Jaguar Writers there,
Yeah.
Heart of the City.
Yeah. It's the 21-year anniversary.
It's the 21-year
this month.
anniversary, and I don't think we've seen nothing like that since. And I know you posted it. We're going to talk about the network, but I know you posted it and put it out there. I want you to touch on either the genius or the insanity of Jay-Z. This man, as far as what he's done since then, is, you know, either preordained, destined, or he had a plan. But it seemed like he geared himself towards it. But you were there to witness it firsthand from what he was back then. I just want you to because, you know, not many people have a firsthand account of what this man is doing and what he's about to do.
Maybe I don't fuck with you, but them shoes is hot, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be real. So I will never, I was just listening to Watch the Throne earlier this week, and that shit was enraging me. Cause I'm like, y'all motherfuckers was living for this fucking album and was Kanye. And then all of y'all made all of this money on this motherfucking dude, and now all of a sudden, he was the shit.
That's the whole issue in itself.
It was worth putting Just Blaze on the line for, because Just Blaze was Rockefeller production until Kanye. and then there was the fight between who was the top rapper now, Nas and Jay-Z, and then the next thing you know, Nas has a nervous break about that.
Nobody talks about this shit.
Nobody talks about that project.
That nigga swept that smooth under the rug.
Why?
We know why.
You know what? I got a better question.
Yeah.
How valuable is a Biggie?